Hello everyone, it's Ali and welcome back to my channel. If you didn't see my last vlog, you may not know that I moved to Boston for the fall and winter, which is just an absolute dream come true for me, especially as we are officially moving into fall. Right now it is October 3rd. It's October 3rd! October is my favorite month. Halloween is my favorite holiday. I'm all about the spooky, it's half and half where it's like spooky coziness, but then also straight up just like horror, gore, scariness. I love both sides of these, but we're not in the later half of October, right? We kind of have to ease into it a little bit. We're easing our way into the fall autumnal time with our spooky cozy side, which I equally love as much as my freaky horror side. One reason that I was so excited to move to Boston this time of year was because not only just for the New England fall vibes, but also just specifically for this month and the spooky creepiness of it all. Boston is one of the oldest cities in the United States. It's allegedly a very haunted city, but it's just a very fascinating city, and it has so much history, and it does have a lot of like spooky undertones. So that's kind of what today's vlog is, to explore more of the spooky side. I'm gonna say spooky like 100 times in this vlog, I'm sorry, but it's the perfect word, you know. It's not scary and it's not cozy, it's spooky. That makes it both. So we're gonna explore the spooky side of this city today and just really kind of start easing our way into October. So I have a few things on the list. I was doing my research about what I wanted to exactly do. There's a few spots we're gonna hit up that I'll talk about throughout the vlog, but I think the first thing that we're going to do is go check out one of the cemeteries here. There's one on the Freedom Trail that I've passed before. The Freedom Trail is this kind of historic walk throughout downtown Boston that takes you through all these really incredible historical sites. There's so much history in this city, it's like mind-boggling how much went down here, and I'm excited to learn more about it, but that's what we're gonna start off doing. There's a cemetery, I'm not exactly sure what the name is, so I'll let you guys know which one it is specifically, but it's straight up in downtown Boston and it's so old and perfect October spooky vibes. And I don't want to sound disrespectful about the idea of being excited to go into a cemetery, even though these people have been dead for a very, very long time. It is still a cemetery. It's important to be respectful of the dead, and but it's more just for the history and a little bit of the more of a fascination to go just check it out and walk around. And it is a very historical site. And then let's see where the rest of the day will take us, exploring all that this creepy little city has to offer. Let's go. Okay, I have made my way to the Boston Commons, and I'm not exactly sure where the cemetery is from here, so I think we're just gonna wander around until we find it. Also, I got a Earl Grey tea, and I've never been to the Boston Commons yet, which is kind of crazy, so there's so many people here, and I'm embarrassed to be vlogging, but I'm never gonna see him again, so who cares? Let's just walk around and explore. Cheers. Okay, I am popping a squat for a little bit. It was so cool to explore that cemetery for just a minute. I feel like I've only ever been to cemeteries when I'm actually visiting a deceased loved one. So to just walk around kind of a random cemetery, I felt at first it might be a little bit disrespectful, but I feel like it's not. I feel like it's kind of just like paying respects to these people that have been dead so long and to just kind of keep their memory alive as long as you are not being disrespectful or obnoxious in any way while you're in there. But it's kind of crazy how long these people have been deceased. There was one grave from someone that participated in the Boston Tea Party. That is absolutely like incredible. That blows my mind how like old this city is. I think the next stop is to go to this bookstore that's in the downtown area. It's one of the oldest bookstores in Boston. And I think I'm just gonna pick up a spooky little read there, just something to have for the October time. Kind of just a scary novel to keep me company while I'm in my dark room alone at night. So that's what's next on the list. We're gonna go find that. Also, I apologize if I'm being a little bit awkward, but I am filming just in front of all these people passing by, so it feels awkward. But I'm trying to get over it. Who cares? Guys, I got my book of the day. Ended up going with Bram because it's a classic, iconic. I've never read it, and perfect Halloween vibes. So that's the book I got. I was really debating whether I wanted to get the illustrated version of Into Thin Air because that's one of my favorite books of all time. And I might have to go back and get it like at some point, because when you're reading Into Thin Air, you're like, wow, I wish I could actually have visuals because what he's describing is so incredible. It's exactly what why didn't I get it? It was 40 bucks. But is it worth it? It's worth it. I might go back and get it. But anyway, next stop on our spooky to-do list is to go to the Omni Parker Hotel, which is allegedly the most haunted hotel in all of America. So we're gonna go there and we're gonna grab lunch. I'm feeling kind of full though from breakfast, so I might just try and get like something kind of light. Or we're gonna go do that and we're gonna have lunch in a haunted hotel. What could be spookier than that? I also forgot to mention that I have a building. Obviously not a restroom to be seen. You know what? I think that's the scariest part of this whole day. Okay, you guys, we are now home. I'm changed. This is my spooky shirt of the day. Like I mentioned in my last vlog, I haven't seen this movie, but I will definitely be watching it this month. Okay, let's dissect the last little part of our tour today, which was the Omni Hotel. Omni Parker House is its official name. They had these two info packets, which I was like, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Thank you. First off, first vibes. Wow. I want to stay at this hotel because because it is a stunning hotel. It's just absolutely beautiful. Coupled with the fact that it's haunted, it's kind of like the perfect hotel. It's just very glamorous looking. Like whenever you picture a like classic 1920s glamorous hotel, that's what it looks like. Like it was stunning in there. I loved it. All I got was the Boston cream pie because I saw on the outside of the hotel so that this was the home of the Boston cream pie. And I was like, well, I haven't had a Boston cream pie yet. Might as well have it at the home of the Boston cream pie. And so I did, and it was delicious. So I really enjoyed having lunch at this haunted hotel. Let's see what the information packets say. Okay, it says that the Omni Parker House is the oldest of Boston's elegant inns and the longest continuously operating hotel in the United States. That is sick. It was here where the brightest lights of America's golden age of literature, writers like Emerson, Holmes, Hawthorne, and Longfellow regularly met. A bunch of other athletes and politicians and actors and singers, famous people, a bunch of famous people have wined and dined at this hotel. It's here where they perfected the Boston cream pie, which is now the official state dessert of Massachusetts. Also, I forgot to mention that this was founded in 1855. There was so much old shit today. I loved it. Let's move on to the ghostly parts of this hotel. Okay, so it doesn't really talk about how the Omni Parker House got to be considered one of the most haunted hotels in the United States and the most haunted hotel in Boston. I think it must just be, I could look this up on Google, I'm being lazy. I think it's just because it's such an old hotel and so many people have lived and died there. It does list some common ghost encounters. One is that security has been summoned to report to room 1040. Security has been summoned to report to room 1040 to answer to a noise complaint on several occasions. Each time the security reported to the room, they found the room empty. It says elevators are always called to the third floor, the floor Charles Dickens occupied and where another woman, Charlotte, was dead. She died there. Elevators are always called to the third floor without a button being pushed or a guest waiting for the elevator. And it says a longtime resident occupied a room 303. This is considered another one of the most haunted rooms. He was known for the consumption of large amounts of whiskey and smoking foul cigars. Guests will complain occasionally of the smell of whiskey and cigars even after the room has been cleaned. I think this one's kind of funny because I'm like, if you guys have ever stayed at a motel, you know that the smell of cigars does not come out easy. Like, I know there's a professionals cleaning it, but I think that shit's probably just seeped in the carpet. Anyway, how sick that I got to go and visit that. And I will definitely be going back because I actually want to get a lunch or dinner there. And then also I actually want to stay at the hotel. And I'm sure it's like $1,000 a night, but to me that'd be worth it because it was so fabulous and it's so haunted. So that concludes the day activities of today, just exploring a bunch of the creepy, crawly, spooky parts of Boston that were also just really fascinating and just enriched in so much history. I don't believe at all in like haunted stuff, ghosts or anything, but I love the idea of it all. It's very exciting and entertaining, so I love it. And so today was so much fun and such a cool experience. I'm excited to explore more spooky parts of Boston throughout my time here. And I think for the rest of the day, we're just gonna stay cuddled up, read some books, and of course, watch our scary movie of the night. So we're gonna do that.